following was inspired by two speakers on YouTube and TED Talks who spoke about the topic of having choices in life, choosing either scarcity, separation, or fear, or following our passion and love and belonging. His speech is entitled Longing to Belong. Chip Bone.
Imagine that you are a 16-year-old black male living in Virginia. You go to the mall one night and one of your friends hands you a pistol and you carjack somebody that's sleeping in their car. This is your first offense, but they try you as an adult and you spend 8 years in prison. What do you do when you get out? So, I'll give you 4 choices. The first choice is that you become a poet, you publish poetry and write your memoir. The second is that you steal another car and end up back in prison. The third is that you deal drugs for the gang that you joined in prison. And the fourth is that you become a spokesman for the campaign for juvenile justice. The answer is A and D. He became a poet. His name is Reginald Dwayne Betts. He became a poet and he wrote a memoir, writing a second book of poetry. He was a spokesperson for the campaign for juvenile justice, and President Obama made him, put him on a committee for juvenile delinquency, a federal committee for juvenile delinquency. So we've all heard of stories where people have overcome trauma. The question is, why does one person come out thriving and another person coming out with self-destruction? And I thought this would be something good to research. I think it would be fun. I have a speech to do. It would be fun, easy. I got the internet to help me. My first query received 1,425,928 hits. Easy was gone. Some friends sent me some links. Link to Brene Brown, some of you may have heard her, and also Nick Vujicic. Brene Brown's YouTube video went viral, and millions of people that she got, it was on vulnerability and being vulnerable as being the core of what you have to be in order to move forward. To live a happy life, to live a wholehearted life is the term that she uses. Nick is one of those stories. He was born with no arms and no legs, and yet he's a motivational speaker that has talked to millions of people, plus all of the YouTube viewers that have seen him. His message is love. He says that love is at the core. And then he also has another thing that he works on, and that's the bullying. He really wants us to take action against bullying. He's really important about that. There are many others. There were too many opinions, too many quotes, too many ideas about this to bring it all together. So I brought it right down to Brene and Nick. So I created a framework in order to show what what I got out of their work. So what I have up here is positive antenna coming over to here. That means that it filters out the negative and only allows the positive in. So you live on this side, you live a life of compassion and empathy. These are terms that come from Nick. Love is Nick's. Worthiness is both Nick and Brene. Brene's wholehearted living abundance. Belonging is true to both of those. And this is key. We have to stay, we want to belong, and so we join groups. Over here we have the opposite. This is the side that's a little bit more negative. Predator prey. Well, Nick had been bullied because he didn't have any arms or any legs. So one of the big things for him is over there. Scarcity and fear are another one. You look down here, Brene studied shame. That's what her research was about, was shame for years. We look at unworthy, self-destructive. On this side is doubt, on this side is trust. So we can live over here or we can live over here. And what's going to be the difference? What you believe. If you believe that there's scarcity, if you believe that you are separate, if you believe that you are unworthy and you are shameful, that's what you're going to have. You're going to believe that. That's what you will get. If you believe that you're worthy, if you believe love carries you on, that will work. If you believe you belong, you will belong. The butterfly, to me, represents the great unknown. It goes out and flitters and it goes many different ways. But the belief is what will bring you back home, wherever home is. Now, after I got this together, I discovered there is in fact a gene. It's called the OXTR gene, and it was Shelley Taylor out of UCLA was the one that looked it up and decided that it was an important thing. I'll read what she has to say here. OXTR gene contributes to positive emotion and social bonding. She follows that with, there is plenty of room for environmental factors as well. What that means is those of us that reside over here most of the time can get over here with a little more work than those with the gene that lets them stay on this side more easily. Now, I believe that Dwayne Betts, I don't know if he had the OXTR gene or not, but I believe that someone in his preteen age gave him love, taught him love, gave it to him, taught him that he belonged, taught him that he was worthy. And the key to that is somebody's given that to him, but he believed it. And when he believed it, then he was able to get through that 8 years in prison. Where you stay is determined by what you believe.